Welcome back. So, the last class we're talking about the case of artificial intelligence. So, the moment you're talking about the case of artificial intelligence, so as on today's date, so artificial intelligence is having numerous amount of applications. So whether you're talking about the case of e-platforms, so whether you're talking about the case of the smart mobility and transportation, or as a case of agriculture sector, or as a case of education sector, the health sector, at the same time the most important one as on today's date, the one which is in the news to a very greater extent, that is the case of the chat GPTs. So at the same time, even the case of Alexa, as well as the case of Siri. Now these particular Alexa, as well as the case of Siri, they have already even entered into our particular day-to-day life also. Right. So the moment you're talking about the case of AI, artificial intelligence, so one of the most important applications as on today's date is the case of your chat GPT is chat GPT. Now, what is this particular chat GPT? At the same time, the case of chatbots. So, what are these particular chatbots? Now, the moment you're talking about the case of the applications of AI, so as on today's date, whenever we are opening Microsoft Edge, now, the moment you're talking about the case of your laptop or as a case of your desktop, in general, we use some browsers. So, one of the browser is Google Chrome is one particular browser. At the same time, the Mozilla Firefox is one particular browser. At the same time, once upon a time, Internet Explorer or else as on today's date, the Microsoft Edge. Now, these are some of the browsers that we use in general. Now, apart from this one, we are having even Opera. At the same time, we are having even Safari also. But the moment you're talking about the case of the Microsoft Edge, now this is one particular thing that we can see in case of Microsoft Edge as on today's date. The latest versions, you can see this one. Now, what is this? You're calling it as Bing. Now, what is this particular Bing? So, it is a new version of Microsoft's new version of the Bing search engine includes a chatbot. Now, the moment you're talking about the case of search engine, the moment you're talking about the case of search engine, so we have got different search engines, something like the case of your Yahoo is a search engine. At the same time, Google is a search engine, right? So, or as the case of Rediff, once upon a time it was used as a search engine to a very greater extent. Of course, as on today's date, very few people, or else you can even say almost equal to zero, right? Rediff is being used. But as on today's date, Google search engine is used to a very greater extent, and in few countries, few people still Yahoo is being used. Now, the moment you're talking about the case of the Bing, Microsoft new version of the Bing search engine, it is including a chatbot. Now, this particular chatbot can answer the questions in a clear language. So, whenever you're talking about the case of Microsoft Bing search engine, now this is having one particular chatbot which is in a position to answer any particular queries. Now, for example, the moment as on today's date, the moment you open any particular banking website, the moment you're opening the website of the Indian Railways, particularly IRCTC, right, or else the case of any particular websites of the Indian or else the Indian companies. Throughout the world it is applicable. But the thing is that whenever we are talking about the companies which are related to the case of India, particularly the case of the banking sector, particularly the case of your railways or as the industrial sector, the moment you open it, so on the right hand side of the screen, you get a pop-up. Immediately you'll be able to see a small icon there. May I help you? How can I help you? So whether you're talking about the case of Byju's platform, whether you're talking about the case of the Unacademy platform, or as the case of any particular platform that includes even IRCTC also. Now, in all these particular platforms, the moment you are opening this one to one particular right side, maybe at the right bottom corner or as the right top corner, you get some messages there. So, you will be able to see some icon. Now, what is that icon? That is nothing but the case of a chatbot which can assist you in searching. in that particular website. Now you have opened that particular website to access some information regarding something or the other. That may be the case of any particular course which is related to the case of UPSC, or as the case of APPSC or TSPSC, or else for that matter it could be even the case of your NEET examination also. So any particular course which is being offered by the Byju's, or as the case of an academy, or else you're talking about the case of the railway booking from one place to other place. Now, how to book a particular train ticket? Now, for all these particular things, we are having one particular chatbot, and that particular chatbot is introduced in the Microsoft new search engine, which are calling it as the case of your Bing. Now, these particular chatbot, the moment you're talking about the case of your chatbots, so basically these particular chatbots are the computer programs which are designed to simulate, these are the computer programs which are designed to simulate conversation with the human users. So whatever is a particular query that you are asking. Now, for example, you are opening one particular website and you are asking the information related to the case of any course. For example, you want to learn the intermediate physics. Then you just type intermediate physics. Then immediately in that particular chatbot, you'll get one more option. Which language? Whether you're opting for English or whether you're opting for Hindi medium, which particular medium. The moment you're answering that one, English medium, then in that particular case, one more message will be popping up immediately. So whether you're talking about the case of the NCRTs, nothing but the case of CBSE, or as the case of state board. Now the moment you answer the state board, then in that particular case, again one more pop-up will be entering up, or else will be visible. So which particular state board, whether you're talking about the case of the Andhra Pradesh state board, or as the case of the Telangana state board. Now these particular chatbots, they are in a position to interact with the human users, usually through the text-based interface. The conversation by these particular chatbots will be in general through the text messages like messaging apps, or as the case of the websites. So there are some mobile applications. Wherein you can interact with this particular chatbot, even though you're opening the case of your ICICI Bank mobile application also, even in that particular case also, you have this particular chatbots. Even in the website of ICICI also, we are having this particular website. We are having these particular chatbots. So chatbots, as on today's date, they are available. They are a part of the banking websites, or even the applications which are developed by any particular bank. Right. So, and these particular chatbots, they have the ability to constantly, continuously interact with the human users, at the same time providing answers to each and every particular query of these particular human users, as long as these particular queries are relevant, as long as these particular queries are apt and correct. Then how artificial intelligence based chatbots process the information. Now the question is that how these particular chatbots are in a position to answer our queries. Right. So first and foremost thing is that these particular chatbots, they are powered by a kind of artificial intelligence which is known as the neural network. So the moment you're talking about a chatbot, something like the case of ChatGPT, or as the moment you're talking about the case of a chatbot, something like the case of the Copilot, now these particular chatbots, they are powered by a kind of artificial intelligence which is known as a neural network, Now the question is that what is this particular neural network? It is a type of machine learning algorithm. So here in this case, you're talking about the case of algorithms. So these are the machine learning algorithms that use the mathematical methods which are inspired by the structure and function of the human brain. So the moment you're talking about the case of these particular neural networks, so neural networks are something like the case of your algorithms which are completely, solely, totally based on the functioning and the working of brain. The way we design any particular program, the way we design or as any particular device, the way we are writing any particular computer program. So even these particular neural networks which are based on algorithms, they are working in the same way as the human brain does. Right. So the researchers, so as on today's date, we can say that the researchers, they have started building neural networks called as large language models. So as on today's date, the larger size of the neural networks, which are calling it as the large language models, these are being developed by the researchers, and at the same time, these particular algorithms as on today's date, they are in a position to constantly upgrade their particular knowledge. They are in a position to constantly upgrade their particular knowledge by gathering huge amount of information from books, online articles, at the same time the case of your chat logarithms, or in simple terms chat logs. So these particular large language models, these particular neural networks which are based on LLM, large language models, they are in a position to constantly upgrade themselves by acquiring, by learning new languages, or else by learning new things from where? From books, online articles, at the same time the chat logs. Now the example for these particular chatbots, so Copilot by Microsoft, this is an example for a chatbot. At the same time, OpenAI, Open Artificial Intelligence, so they have developed one particular chatbot which is known as ChatGPT. So OpenAI's ChatGPT, at the same time the Microsoft Copilot, these are the two most important chatbots as on today's date. Now, for example, the moment you're talking about the case of your ChatGPT, now we know that these particular chatbots, nothing but the case of your ChatGPT, they constantly acquire the knowledge, they constantly upgrade themselves by learning new things from the books, online materials, at the same time the case of the chat logs. And this particular ChatGPT, it failed to clear in the year 2022, this particular ChatGPT, it failed to clear the Union Public Service Examination, preliminary examination, UPSC civil services, right? The civil service preliminary examination could not be cleared by ChatGPT. Now here we are saying that these particular large language models, they constantly upgrade themselves. At the same time, they constantly acquire the knowledge. So by reading what? By reading the books, at the same online articles, and at the same time the case of a chat logs. So even though this particular ChatGPT could not even clear the Union Public Service Commission Civil Services preliminary examination. So an examination, you all are aware of that, but I did not explain that. So this particular one, it could not clear the civil services preliminary examination. That shows the standard of the civil services preliminary examination. Even the large language models are even not in a position to clear the civil service preliminary examination. That is a standard of the paper that is being set by UPSC. Then, what are the issues which are related with, which are associated with chatbots? So, the problems which are associated with the chatbots, like the case of your Copilot by Microsoft, and at the same time the ChatGPT by OpenAI. So first and foremost thing, one of the major problems which is associated with chatbot is that inaccuracy. Inaccuracy is one particular problem. The chatbots may provide inaccurate or incomplete information if they don't understand the user's context of the question. Suppose that if at all you are not giving the exact words. Now I'll just give an example. Suppose that for example you are trying to reach the ICICI customer care service, ICICI Bank, or in the case of Axis Bank, or in the case of HDFC. So whenever you try to reach the customer care numbers as on today's date, earlier we used to hear all the options, right from 1 to 8 option, and finally option number 9, the customer care number. But as on today's date, the moment you are trying to reach the customer care of ICICI or as the case of Axis Bank, immediately you will be able to hear a voice message. So that particular voice message is requesting you. So it is requesting you to it is requesting you to give the information related to what you are searching for. Suppose that if at all you are searching for, suppose that you are looking for your bank account statement. So then you need to tell in few words what is a service that you are expecting from the customer care. So whatever is the service that you are expecting from the customer care, you need to tell that one in a few words. So whether you want to have a credit card statement, whether you want to have the bank statement, whether you want to have bank balance. So you need to say that one. I need bank balance. I need credit card statement. Then immediately in that particular case, that particular chat GPT, that particular chat bot in more particular. So that particular chat bot will take you to the credit card segment. The moment you say bank account, so that particular chat bot will take you to the banking segment. Now suppose that if at all you say inquiry for loan, then in that particular case, that particular chatbot will directly take you to the loan department. Now once you enter into the credit card department or as a banking department or as a loan department, again it will ask you what is the service that you are expecting from the banking department, from the credit card department. Then you need to specify exactly that I need the statement from 1st of June till 30th of June. Then in that particular case, it will directly take you to the required place. It will directly provide you the required service. Now suppose that if at all you are not giving any exact information, you are simply saying statement. So that particular statement could be related to the case of your bank statement or credit card statement or else even a demat account statement also. So whenever you are not giving the information properly, then that particular chatbot will take you to some other department. Now that is what you are calling it as accuracy. So if at all the users are not providing the exact information, then in that particular case, the chatbots may not be in a position to provide the proper service. That is a major drawback here. And then after that one, the security and the privacy concerns. Now, whenever you are interacting with these particular chatbots, suppose that you are providing any particular confidential information. So, confidential information like the case of your 12-digit Aadhaar card number. As on today's date, we can pretty much sure say that Aadhaar number is a highly confidential number. So, because the simple reason for that one is Aadhaar number is having the complete details related to the case of any particular person. So that includes your name, your family name, at the same time the family details, your banking details, your bank account number, your mobile number, each and every particular thing, your educational qualifications. At the same time, in how many banks you are holding the accounts. So each and every particular information is available, is present in case of Aadhaar card. So suppose that whenever you are sharing the confidential information like your PAN number or as a case of Aadhaar number or else the CVV number which is there at the back of your credit card or as a case of your debit card, then in that particular case, there is an every possibility that these particular chatbots may share the information with someone else. That is the other problem here. Chatbots may collect sensitive information from the users such as personal details or credit card information which can be vulnerable to data breach and other security threats. So there is an utmost possibility that that particular data can be hacked by someone. So that is another issue which is related to the case of chatbots. The very first one, inaccuracy, and the second one is the case of security and the privacy concerns. And then the third issue which is related to the case of your chatbots, ethical consideration. The chatbots can continue bias or discrimination if at all they are not designed with inclusivity and the diversity in mind. So recently, one of the chatbots, it started criticizing an individual, it started criticizing an user based on the gender. Now that particular thing could be a problem here. Now suppose that if at all these particular chatbots are not designed with inclusivity at the same time the diversity in mind, there is an utmost possibility for these particular chatbots to create any sort of bias in the society, or else bias among the individuals. Then, the moment you're talking about the case of chatbot, the very first one, that is the case of ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is one particular chatbot which has been developed by OpenAI. So it is a language generation software designed to carry conversations with the people. So all these particular chatbots, they are designed for having conversations with the human users. And these particular chatbots, they are based on the large language models. They are based on algorithms. And these particular algorithms, they are similar to the way the human brain works and the human brain functions. So ChatGPT is again a language generation software which is being designed and developed in order to carry out interaction with the users. So this particular ChatGPT was developed by OpenAI, and this particular OpenAI, so it is being set up, or else it is being organized by a group of entrepreneurs. So in that particular group of entrepreneurs, we have Elon Musk, who is in that one. At the same time, the case of Sam Altman. At the same time, Greg Brockman. So these are the three persons who are involved in OpenAI. And this particular OpenAI has developed one particular chatbot which is known as ChatGPT, which is known as the ChatGPT. So what are the features that include ChatGPT? So ChatGPT is able to answer the following follow-up questions. Any question that you are asking it, so it is in a position to answer that one. At the same time, challenging the incorrect premises. Now suppose that if at all, suppose that you are asking something, or else you have texted something. So in case of any particular website, or else in case of your any particular mobile application, you have entered your text. The moment you have entered your text, ChatGPT is replying for your query. Now suppose that if at all you feel that the answer for that particular question is wrong, then in that particular case, there is an utmost possibility that this particular ChatGPT will take up the challenge and try to prove that whatever is information that is being disclosed by the ChatGPT is 100% accurate. At the same time, rejecting inappropriate queries and even admitting its mistakes too. The other part of this one is that, the other feature of this one is that, so it can reject inappropriate questions. Now for example, suppose that you're talking about the case of any particular banking website. So in case of banking website, suppose that your query is how to travel from Hyderabad to Vijayawada. Then in that particular question, it is totally an inappropriate question, a wrong question which cannot be answered by the chatbot, which cannot be answered by the ChatGPT. Now suppose that you are using the IRCTC website, and in case of IRCTC website, suppose that you are asking that particular chatbot or the ChatGPT any question related to the credit card statement or the banking statement, or as the case of your bank details, then in that particular case it will be an inappropriate question. Now at the same time, suppose that you are asking that particular ChatGPT in any particular banking website, suppose that if at all you are asking that particular ChatGPT an appropriate question, then in that particular case, suppose that if at all the ChatGPT is guiding in a wrong way, then in that particular case, it is even ready to admit the mistakes also. So first and foremost thing, now these particular ChatGPTs, they are in a position to challenge the answer that is being provided by them. At the same time, if at all there is any mistake, they are even ready to accept that particular thing also. Right. So that is the some features of the Chat GPT. Then moving on to the next part of this one. Now, the other features of this particular Chat GPT, it is trained on an enormous amount of the text data. So what are the other features of the Chat GPT? So this particular Chat GPT is trained on enormous amount of text data. So enormous amount of data from where? From archived books, from Wikipedia, from Google, Britannica. So from all these particular sources, these particular Chat GPTs, they can gather huge amount of information and learn to recognize patterns that enable it to produce its own text. So the moment you're talking about the case of Chat GPT, it is trained on various platforms. It is able to gather information from various platforms. At the same time, this particular Chat GPT, it is in a position to create its own data from all these particular sources. It is in a position to create its own data. At the same time, the Chat GPT makes use of the reinforcement learning from human feedback. Reinforcement learning from human feedback. For example, the moment you're talking about the case of any particular banking application, that may be the case of SBI or as the case of HDFC or as the case of ICICI, the moment you are using the bank application, after that one, after completing your transaction or else your any particular thing that you require from the mobile application, after completing at the end, you'll be getting a questionnaire. The very first question will be, are you satisfied or not? At the same time, give the rating for that particular transaction. So based on your experience, you can give the rating for that one. So some of the applications are from 1 to 5, some of them are from 1 to 10. So if at all you are very much satisfied, then you can give the rating 5 or is the rating 10. And if you are totally not satisfied, then in that particular case, you can give 1. And immediately after giving 1, again you get a set of questions. So where is the problem? What is the solution for that one? How it can be rectified? So all these are the rest of the questions. So that is the reason why you are saying that this particular Chat GPT, it is based on reinforcement learning from the human feedback. Reinforcement learning from the human feedback. This is one of the most important features of Chat GPT. So based on the human feedback, even in case of your Amazon also, after you purchase any particular product, after you do any particular browsing in case of Amazon, at the end you get a feedback. The moment you have received the item, for that one you can give the feedback whether the mobile that you have ordered in the mobile, whether the mobile that you have ordered in Amazon or as the mobile cover or the screen guard. So could be any particular thing. So what is your feedback on that one on a 1 to 10 scale? Whether you are satisfied with the product or not. So if at all you say that you are satisfied, then in that particular case, they try to maintain the same quality. And if at all the quality is worse and you are giving 1 rating, then in that particular case, based on the customer feedback, that particular item will be completely delisted from the Amazon. Now all these particular things is based on one particular thing which you are calling it as Chat GPT, which is known as the Chat GPT, right? So this is about the case of the chatbot as well as the case of Chat GPT. So in the next class, in the next video, we will be discussing about another chatbots. At the same time, what are the applications of that one, what are the features of that one. So at the same time, what are the chatbots that have been developed indigenously in India, right? Thank you.